What's up, guys? This is Taito Type X RCT bringing you another video for you guys, and as always I hope you guys are doing well, having some fun, playing some games, going here and there, just basically enjoying your time. I wanted to bring this video to you guys because this is one of the most, let's call it, requested platforms, in the sense that with the conversations that I have with a few of you in the comment section, usually ends up talking about this platform. And yeah, it's basically Nesica Live or Nesica X Live. It's not a platform per se, it's more like a system or a delivery method to have online these games, specifically from the Taito Type X series. Either it can be X or X2, or more recent ones like X0 or Type X0 or something like that. Basically, the modern Taito arcade machines have a way to have them connected and online and being able to communicate one with the other, maybe a large quantity of them, to be able to do multiplayer. Now, another system within the system is basically to have something to where you can download a specific instance of the game and have it ready to the arcade machine. Now, I know that this is based on a system similar to Sega online delivery. I think SegaNet or something like that. The details are out there if you want to check it out. Just, you know, do some searches on Taito Type X and Nesica Live and you're gonna see. But the reason why I wanted to bring it to you guys, it wasn't necessarily because of the tech involved, because even though this platform came some time ago, they're already on the second iteration. Right now there's Nesica Live 2 or X2 or something along those lines that have even more modern arcade hardware, that they are right now hosting newer games. So that's something to look forward to later on. But I'm gonna cover the original one, and what I'm gonna be covering is some of the games, because there are many games that I still don't have as part of this collection. I'm just gonna show basically what you're able to mess around with within Hyperpie, the games that you have available for you. Now, I'm gonna touch not only some of the Nesica Live games, but also the Taito Type X, because oh my god, in the past I have had so much pain trying to bring you guys videos of Taito Type X or X2, because at the time it was very hard to configure. My hardware was not up to par in certain areas, so it was really hard for me to bring any kind of coverage for you guys without messing up, as you're gonna see, of course, by I'm gonna link the first video that I actually did, which ironically got a ton of views for whatever reason, which is the one about Taito Type X and before the blue screen. That video got a ton of views. I have no idea why. You guys have to be as masochistic as I am for pain. But anyways, I went on a tangent there. The point is that this video is more like, at last I get my revenge. I'm able to cover the Taito Type X platform and even Nesica Live together in one video and show you guys how awesome this platform is. So let's go ahead and check it out. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look into the Nesica X Live part of the module, part of the Hyperpie PC setup. Now, before we get into that, I wanted to show you guys basically the options that are available out there to set these games up, because they're not easy to set up, not by a long shot. You have the more commonly known Techno Parrot, which is all good. Has a ton of features and has everything that you would need to get things up and running. However, for Nesica, I've had much more luck and maybe more stable stuff working out by using the game loader All RH. It works really well. It even has HD patches for the games. The ones that are not available, you can download The instructions are pretty much clear for every kind of setup that you could need. Everything from Taito Type X X2, Nesica, Example, etc., etc. So it's really good. Check it out. Whatever suits you, then you go with that. Technoparrot is working for me really well outside of Hyperpie, and there's some stuff in Taito Type X that I'm using Technoparrot for, but here for Nesica specifically, and not so much. But let's go into the games here. There are a few more games in here that weren't here before, or at least their icons were, but the games weren't working yet because they take time to configure, and especially in my case when I go to record, having one computer, all of them I need to be like rechecking and reconfiguring so they come up, you know, in the recordings. I have to keep going back and forth between OBS and Radeon Relive. So thankfully, I believe I'm going to start by testing it with Homura.
Loading.
Hopefully
Loading complete.
It's going to record. There's going to be some occasions because, again, there's going to be some conditions that are going to happen, stuff that's going to happen while I'm recording that does not happen outside of recording. So don't judge if you see a lot of errors popping up and stuff like that. Don't judge it. It's just because it's recording and using the same processing power. But admittedly, this one right here, Homura, which is an incredible shoot 'em up in its own right, the version used here in for Nesica Live is pretty awesome. High definition, everything running at 60 frames. Just very, very impressive. The background, scrolling background that you see, 3D background, is just crisp and really, really nice looking. Much, much better than the PlayStation version that I have around, that I mess around with a lot. Now, I may not cover all of the games in this module because there are like 30 or something of them. Just gonna cover a few, the ones that I feel that stand out the most. And the ones that, even though there are games that you can find in other either emulators or modules, the version running here to me is the best. Case in point, Homura right here. Alright guys, so next one up, I'm gonna do it now because I did the first Persona fighter, Persona 4. I did this one on the fighting video, so I'm gonna cover this one right now. Again, these games have impressed me
Loading complete.
way more than I was expecting. I just did not know how much I was missing out by not having these games. They're freaking amazing in terms of graphics, sound, gameplay. It's just too much. It's like sensory overload. Of course, Arc Systems is behind it, so you know we're in for a treat. The makers of Dragon Ball Fighters and the Guilty Gear series, you kind of expect it. I'm gonna use, I've been using weapon-based. Let me try this guy. This one seems like he's not using a weapon, even though his persona, which to me it really feels like you're playing a next gen version of JoJo Bizarre Adventure, which should be the next one that Arc System takes up. That would be nice, having a remake or re-envisioned by them, a JoJo Bizarre Adventure. That would be awesome. But for now we have this one. We have Persona, and this one is doing a pretty good job in fitting in those boots, so to speak. See what I mean? The Persona feels a lot like the Stand, but it looks so freaking amazing here. Ooh, you like that? Awesome. Yeah, the boxer kid seems pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. I still don't know the difference between this one and the other one I covered, but it's still an amazing game. It runs super fluid. They have different names, and this one is Ultimax Ultra Suplex Hold, and this one is Arena. So yeah, I'm guessing this one is the more advanced one, but I need to double check that later on. Anyways, next up we have this game I wanted to show off. Now I have Samurai Showdown, and I'm not going to show it now until I'm absolutely sure that I have everything configured right, because I managed to get a patch to add the blood and it works beautifully, but there's still some transparency issues with some of the weapons and hair not showing correctly. But this one, on the other hand, it's a very interesting game that I haven't seen outside of the Nesica habitat, so to speak. That is pretty quirky and awesome concept. It feels like Psychic 2012, but a modern version from a top-down perspective between robots. So you're fighting, and you have this arsenal of moves and stuff, and you have kind of like a Halo-esque space where you need to protect that area. You're gonna see it's pretty cool. So let's go right in. Now I have no idea, of course, of what's going on, but that's something. Right now the game is so cool that it's secondary to me, because the characters have a lot of personality and the moves are there. I mean, you're gonna see. It's pretty easy to pick up and try to figure out. Now, of course, I need the translation for those options to see if I'm missing out on something. As you can see, the green one is me, and it gives you a little bit of what was this game called? Ozonovenders. It feels very Ozonovenders. So you have your special moves. And the objective, of course, is, you know, try to get to your opponent and bring the opponent down with whatever you have available. Each button apparently has its purpose. There's some attacks that you can block from a distance, and then there's some that you can block close up. As she is doing right now, she's using a barrier. I know there's some special moves too. You can shoot bullets or go for the melee hits. That's a special. Holy crap. Got her. The transformations are over the top, and even though it's a little hectic and overwhelming, the art on it is really, really cool, and the whole Ozonovenders vibe is really, really awesome. So yeah, that was Cinco no Ronde Duo. Now one that's a little bit less conventional is Skullgirls, because I've had Skullgirls for quite some time in my Steam collection.
Loading complete.
Amazing title, and it's made available here for Nesica, and it works really well. I dare to say that this one is the best version, since it basically has everything, and it's the most, I think it's the most advanced version in terms of characters and stuff like that. It has like all the bonus characters. And everything seems to work the way it should. Again, the take here with Nesica Live is that you get to play beautiful fighters. Beautiful fighters and shoot 'em ups, of course. Ooh, that must have hurt. Oh, so it's two against one, huh? You're gonna pay for that. Damn. That's it. Yep, you can see that again. That was barely a win.
Take two. Let's rock.
But if you're into the combo crazy fighter, this is the one for you. Very beautiful game, visuals and sound and everything. The art is just amazing. and it's available here in Nesica Live. Now, some more classic games like Street Fighter, Third Strike, which, by the way, it is running perfectly. I would say that my version, the Dreamcast version is still my favorite one for whatever reason, but I think that the presentation and the fact that you can connect with other people to play, it's a pretty good feature to have, a pretty good game to have on this platform.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter.
You can see everything is working with the added, nice little detail of having the bezel within the game for the aspect ratio.
Fighters ready. Engage.
You shouldn't have done that, Sean. Told you not to get so close, dude.
Are you ready? Go.
So that's Third Strike for you. I'm gonna do one more. Let's see which one can we choose from here. Oh, you have Demon Bride. This one is another fighter that looks really cool.
Loading complete.
Now this one is ending up being more of the fighter video than the actual fighter video, but can't avoid it, guys. Most of the titles here available for this platform happens to be fighters, and amazing ones at that. Skip along. So you have Nekomaru with Satan and Rez, I don't know what's that name, but with Lucifer. Okay. Loving the soundtrack. That soundtrack is amazing. Crusade ends. So there's some religious overtones on this, which is kind of cool. I can get into this, especially with that soundtrack. Metatron. Oh yeah, I see the whole good versus evil here. But I mean, with a name Demon Bride, I think you should figure that the theme is not going to be actually Pokemon or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Pretty awesome, and the visuals are really, really nice. The character design is really cool. So yeah, another hit for the Nesica platform. And I still got a lot of games that I haven't covered, a lot of games that I don't actually have in the module yet that are missing from here that I will cover later on. But for now, this is gonna be all. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation of the Nesica X Live platform, and I'll see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys are doing well, and take care.